as long as you're willing to chaw on one form of bullshit or another. Oh, they gotcha. Living in a fantasy world. Let us continue here on the Capo and the Rev News Network.
Thank you for being
I hate to be the bearer of this headline news, but it would seem as if you're making money for something, especially a lot of money, chances are you're living in a completely false construct that has next to nothing to do with true reality.
Oh, come on.
And I hate this stupid scheme because I'm just as much of an indoctrinated slave as you are.
I'm Honey Boo Boo all grown up.
I wouldn't mind if this whole thing just wasn't quite so bad, but it looks like if you're taking fiat currency, American currency, this petrol dollar, it's controlled. You cannot get the truth out. We're seeing stories day after day after day of mainstream news sources saying, I can't be a journalist on the corporate news because they flat out won't talk about 99% of things. Oh, Capo, what is this 99% of things? What can we hold on to? Hillary Clinton balloon face! What can we hold firm to in this world? You're going to have to let me think about that one. And if you say Capo and the Rev, yes, listen to CapoandTheRev.com. But see, I can't even get through a newscast without threatening myself. Imagine if I had a real managing editor. Well, you don't, so just get on with it. It's like a ladder. You got people down at the bottom who are just so concerned with their own entertainment and just having things to do, watching sports, things like that. That's where you know most of the things you care about are fantasies, TV shows, movies, video games. Then you get up into like the school systems and that's where you really don't know. You've just been taught theoretical science as fact and gone out there and chased down these different rabbit holes without really knowing if it's true or not. This system comes to us prepackaged with this sort of caste system of well-paid jobs that go all the way up to the top, buying people's adherence to these ideas all along the way. Then you get into the religious aspect, all these different religions. And here's where the fantasy world really clamps down, because here's where the threats come in. You're either threatened in this life to convert or perish. You're threatened in an afterlife that you're going to have horrible, terrible things happen to you.
engage within the fantasy world.
It seems no matter where you look nowadays, even within the truth community, you can't get very far without having to have your logic jump over Faith Canyon. You know, you gotta be like Evel Knievel and shoot yourself over this great gulf of like, well, if you're gonna believe this way, you gotta have faith about A, B, C, D, and if you're gonna believe that way, you better go to school and learn X, Y, Z. And now, the news. Much of what we take today as fact is actually somebody else's fiction. We live in a world of predictive programming. We live in a world of mind control. And we live in a place in where our minds ultimately, more and more every day, are not our own.
Oh, come on.
We need to take a look at what we really are, what we truly are, where we truly are. And don't take others' words for it. We need to come to grips with the fact that much of the information that's been presented to us is to create a false fantasy construct for our minds. What lies beyond that, I have no idea, but we will attempt to find out on the Capo and the Rev News Network.
I don't believe in the sky anymore like you do. I don't believe in their lie anymore, it isn't true. I can't go along anymore on with you. I just can't let myself fall for another.